Welcome. It's me again, coming at you with another topic. Um, I've been meaning to, I kind of like, what's his name? Can't think of his name right now, the guy who did the Dark Knight. Christopher Nolan, I thought Inception was pretty good, and Dark Knight, of course, and stuff. I thought Dark Knight Rises was a disappointment. So I've been planning to see Interstellar ever since I heard about it and stuff like that. And I was gonna go see it just now. It's 4:31. I drove off for the 4:15 showing at this particular corporate Nazi movie theater that I talked about briefly. I mentioned briefly in I think the last video, I miss how things were. It has a reserved seating, so if you don't do it ahead of time online or on your phone or whatever, they have a screen, which I don't do, because who does that? I've been going to movies my whole life where you go there and, early if you want a good seat. So if you don't buy the tickets online beforehand, there's a little screen there when you're there, and say I want one for Interstellar, please. One being me. And then there'd be the stupid floor plan that they'd pull up on the screen that you can look at, and they'd say, pick your seat, and we'll just say, I don't know what color scheme goes, but we'll just say that they already purchased or picked seats are red, and what's available still are green. And I think it's I haven't read 1984, but there must be a page or two where the character goes to a fucking movie theater and it's laid out like that. I think it's pathetic. And like I say, this particular theater changed over this past winter, and it's the theater that I've been going to pretty much exclusively for 10 years, and this spring in April was the first time I, saw that happened. I went there twice with it like that. The second time, some people ended up sitting next to me that were just like, they talked and, and it's basically like, technically, I'm not nervous or anything. Technically, you're supposed to, I imagine, stay in the seat you picked or, paid for. But when I saw the last movie in May that I saw there were seats in front of me that were empty, 15, 20 minutes into the movie. So I'm like, well, they're probably not going to be used. So I just crawled over into those seats in front of me, and because I think there were people on both sides of me when I was there at the last movie in May, and it's just like, you just feel so cramped, and you don't know if these people are just going to have like some convulsion and just go, just elbow you in the face. Anything could happen. A part of the movie could scare them. They could get startled. They could just have Tourette's, whatever. And, I don't really like sitting next to strangers in a movie theater. So I was gonna, on Tuesday they have this thing where a movie's $5 all day, and of course that's why it was so busy. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna, me being of limited means right now, because I can't fucking work, or I can't find a job right now that I can stand. I was gonna go to the $5 showing, like an idiot, And I drove there thinking, this was going to work out, this will be fine, whatever. And as I approached the theater, the parking lot was like full. It was full, like there's frickin' again. Like it's frickin' Friday night, and it's not Friday night, it's Tuesday night. But I guess it's because everyone else is in limited means too, so everyone else comes out on Tuesday for the $5 movies. So when I saw that parking lot, I knew that I'm going to have people sitting right next to me on both sides of me, and I'm not going to be able to enjoy this movie. I'm not going to be able to enjoy the experience. The movie's like fucking almost 3 hours long. Imagine sitting there for almost 3 hours just with people with flanked left and right, and then people like, yeah, give me the phone. What'd she say? Oh, fuck. Oh, did a bitch say that? Just conversations going on right next to me, and people farting. I don't know. So anyway, I don't know where I was, but so anyway, I was approaching the theater, and like I say, I saw, as I approached it driving there, I saw that, I mean, the parking lot was full, so I kind of just was like, I was approaching it, and as I saw the parking lot was full, I was just like, I was supposed to turn off at that point into the theater, and I just kind of just kept driving on the road and just passed it. I'm like, there was no, I was not going to do it, period. I mean, it wasn't an option. Was I disappointed in myself for pussying out? And no, not really. It was the, you know, avoiding the anxiety of going in there and dealing with it is much more agreeable than going in there. And so by avoiding an anxious situation, it's more pleasurable than doing it. So I was kind of like, what were you thinking? Is more my mindset. It's just like, why were you thinking it was going to work? Why were you thinking you were going to be able to go there and like I thought Tuesday night at 4:15, like no one would be there, Anyway, so tonight's gym day, or today's gym night. Today's gym day, we'll say, and I'll just go there later. What I've been doing in the old days during the winter, I'd go to the gym like they close at midnight during the week, and I'd go like an hour or so before they close just to avoid people. But what I'm starting to do, like I said way back in one of my customer goings on video, there was this, for my brief time I was working, I helped this one woman who was who had seen me at the gym, who also went to my gym, and she had said, if I see you again there, I should say hi or whatever. So ever since then, I've been trying to go like later in the day and earlier in the night to hopefully see, just to see different people, because you get so sick of seeing the same people, and to see, maybe like at night, there's like no women there at night, like at 11. So I'm gonna go to the gym tonight like earlier than normal, maybe 9, maybe even 8:30. So just to see, because if you go at a different time, it's like a whole new gym. You just all new faces. So I obviously don't know what the hell she looks like, but if she saw me, maybe she'd say hi, which would be cool. But at any rate, I didn't know if the movie was going to cut into the gym night or whatever, but apparently not, because I'm not going, I didn't go to it. So there's this other corporate theater that's not quite so Nazi, or at least not the last time I was there, which, gosh, was like July, so maybe they are now. But on their website, it doesn't say anything about it, where there's this other this other theater that I started going to after May, which doesn't have reserved seating. Oh, what do you know? It's still got the go early to get the best seat. So what I think I'm going to do for Interstellar is go go see that tomorrow at I think there's a 12:50. I don't know if I'll be able to get myself there by then showing. But go during the day when hopefully there's less people. So that's that. I was just commented yesterday, I think. I replied to someone's comment just yesterday, I think, about, they asked her, like, how's my anxiety or something, and I just commented yesterday, oh, my anxiety's fine. And I'm not so sure that's true. I mean, when it's been I don't know, when it's been a part of your personality your whole life or your last 10 years or whatever, however long it's been a part of my personality, I guess you just get used to it and you don't, I'm like, I don't have anxiety. And then you try to go to a movie and it's just like, so maybe I do. No, I mean, I think I do. So I guess I probably do, but I just don't want to have people just strangers flanking me right and left. It's like, can you hold these chips and cheat with the cheese on them? Oh, oh, sorry about that. Oh shit, let me go get you a napkin. And it's just like any number of things could go wrong, and I just don't, I like my space, and I hate that. Just like, I don't know, walking into the theater with your ticket like you're fucking boarding a plane or something. Like, E16, E16, and it's just like, fuck it, So, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was like, $5, yay. Save fucking couple cents or something like that. $1 or 75 cents to try to go on a busy fucking day, you stupid idiot. So anyway, like I say, I drove right on past. I slipped by, got some fast food, couple crap burgers on my way home, and I guess I kind of thought, well, this is a topic. So I whipped out the camera before it got dark. I'm kind of more of a natural light fellow, and I'm just as soon not film with artificial light if possible. And I'm like, well, let's see if we can get a video shot before it gets dark. And yes, the current temperature is like 25. And yes, on Monday it did snow, but we didn't get 5 to 8 inches. Luckily, it was more like, I don't know, 2 maybe or 3. So winter has started here where I am in the United States of America. I mean, pretty much as far as I'm concerned, once the snow hits the ground and stays, which it's going to do because it's not going to get above freezing probably until April or March. That's the beginning of winter in my book. So there you go. Mr. Anxiety, as I'm just doing my back, Mr. Anxiety me tried to go to a movie on a fucking cheap day. Well, that makes a lot of sense, you stupid shit. I tried to thought I could do it, but I was really shocked. But when I saw those cars in the parking lot, but I guess, like I say, it's cheap day. So there's no point going to the very end. Why don't we cut you guys some slack? There's my little tale for today, my attempt at going to a movie and with reserved seating and a completely and totally full parking lot. I mean, feel free to leave a comment, all you anxiety sufferers, you fellow anxiety sufferers. What would you do? Would you do exactly what I did? Maybe not get a couple fast food burgers afterwards, but would you just keep on driving and say fuck it and go tomorrow to some place maybe during the day where it's not so busy? That's what I'd do. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.